When you set a boundary with your child, particularly neurodivergent or explosive children, it can go one of three ways. And understanding these three paths can change how those moments feel, because most parents aren't struggling with having boundaries, they're struggling with what happens after the boundaries. So let me walk you through the three ways that this will play out. The first is called a joint escalation. You set the boundary. It's time to get off your device. Can you please unstack the dishwasher? It's time to go to school. Your child pushes back. No, I don't want to, just 10 more minutes. And without meaning to, you get pulled in. You explain, you justify, you debate, you give all the reasons why it's not healthy to be on devices, why you should go to school, why you're not asking much by asking them to unstack the dishwasher. And the more you talk, the more you're both on your way to having dysregulated nervous systems. Voices rise, emotions climbs, and the boundary gets lost inside the argument. This is incredibly common. Every parent has had a joint escalation, especially for thoughtful verbal parents who want their child to understand. But two activated nervous systems can't bring each other to calm. The second path is what's called a giving in escalation. This often looks calmer on the surface. So you set the boundary. Time to unstack the dishwasher, get off your device, let's get to school. Your child escalates. No, I'm almost on level 5. No, I don't, just 10 more minutes, mum. And you soften, you delay, you let it go to keep the peace. The house goes quiet again. Everyone exhales, but something very important has still happened. Your child has just learnt that when I escalate things enough, the boundary moves. If I push back enough, I could get what I want. So even though it feels like de-escalation, the pattern actually strengthens. You inadvertently reinforce that behaviour over time. The third path is calmly holding the line, and this is the hardest one. You set the boundary, your child escalates, and you stay present and steady. You say less. You don't convince or lecture. You don't withdraw and give in. You might say, I see that you're really upset. The expectation still stays. I'll wait with you to finish level 5. I'll stand here as you get ready for school. I'm just going to wait here and wait for you to do the dishwasher. This isn't about stopping feelings. Your child can be angry, frustrated, distressed. What you're holding is the line, not their emotions. And this is what is not talked about. Now, I want to say this clearly. Parents move between all three of these. Stress, exhaustion, fear. They put us into the first two. This isn't about perfection, this is about awareness. Because a boundary without escalation isn't about control it's about presence. Staying long enough for your child's nervous system to settle and for learning to happen over time. I cover this in my upcoming book, Parenting Paradox, Love and Limits in an Age of Challenges. But strategies to be able to do this, to have a boundary without a joint escalation or a giving in escalation, is there in my free mini course, When Things Escalate. Link is in the bio. Keep being awesome.